Hello, hello, how you doing? I'm gonna talk on the topic on how when we enter in a new journey in our life, it's some people that we can't take with us. Yes, it's me. Yes, y'all. I'm speaking on a topic on how some people we can't take with us when we enter in a new chapter in our life. Thank you. How you doing? Hello. Thank you for coming on my live. So, what do y'all think about not taking some people with you when you enter in a new chapter in your life? Hello, how you doing? Thank you all for coming on. Yeah, I'm talking about this topic because it's many people that I have to, let go, and, many people that I have to leave behind. I'm good. God's been good. Yes, God's been good. I believe that this year is going to be a great year for many of us, and God is going to open up a lot of doors, maybe doors that you have may have prayed for years.
Yes, y'all. He's going to open up a lot of doors. Because I'm going to say one thing, God don't like ugly. Yep. God don't like ugly. So when people do us wrong, he pay us back tenfold. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yes, so God bless us tenfold, when we sow them good seeds and we show gratitude. But we gotta understand when we move to a certain chapter in our life, it's some people or it could be some things that we have to let go. It could be how sometimes we have negative thoughts on things, and we can't be that way. We gotta always think positive. We always gotta stay prayed up. We always gotta think positive. Thinking negative is not gonna get us anywhere. Yes. We got to stay positive, whether, it's a lot of things that we like want to change, whether if it's spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, you know. Like me, it's some things that I want to work on, getting a closer relationship with God and continue to be grateful, you know, grateful for everything that He's doing for me, grateful for the things that He's going to do. You know, I thank Him for my family, my beautiful daughters. I thank Him for everything. Yeah, y'all. So, y'all get ready for y'all breakthrough. Come on, y'all. Them breakthroughs gonna come, especially what's going on in the world. Yes, I have two daughters. Yes, and I love them. I love them to death. My oldest daughter is a teenager. Yeah, I'll be taking them to church every Sunday. Let them hear the word. Pray with them. Teach them right from wrong. Teaching them right from wrong. We got to teach these babies. We got to teach these babies to continue to pray and, always put God first in everything. Yes, we got to put God, we have to really seek Him because when we seek Him, He'll get us to where we need to be. He'll get us to where we need to be going. But it's just some things that we just have to change about ourselves, in different ways. Sometimes I have my struggle, but, you know, I'm getting better every day. None of us is perfect, but we still got time to, become a better version of ourselves. Yes. Yes, I live in California. Yes, I do. Yep. I've been out here like all my life. Yes, that's the time. Yeah, I don't mind because I be on here for like at least 30 or 40 minutes sometimes. I'm up because this is the time that I normally like to get on a live. Yes, I'm practically a stay-at-home mom. Yep, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I have time to be able to stay up this late. That's the good part about being a stay-at-home mom. And from my oldest daughter, I set an alarm for her. Yeah, through the grace of God, I'm able to be a good mother. If it wasn't for God, I don't know what kind of mom I'll be. Yes, I even like to watch cartoons with my daughters. My teenager daughters still watch cartoons. Yes, God is definitely good. He's good in every kind of way. And I tell you, we got to thank him for everything. Just waking us up this morning, be able to move, being able to see, hear, you know. Because I tell you that's scary, not being able to see or hear. That's really scary. Yes. So, we got to thank God for those things, being able to see, hear, get up, be in good health, being able to move. We not in the hospital sick. And whatever talent or gifts you have, be grateful for them, you know. Just any little thing, be grateful. Even the roof we have over our head, we got to be grateful for that as well. Yes, we do. Because I tell you, when I be riding around and, I see the homeless people, I'll just be thinking like that could be me. So I thank God, for everything. And I tell you one thing that I also been through some things in my life that have humbled me in many ways. Some things that happen in our life can really humble us. It can make us become a better and a wiser person in many situations. Yep, it can make us become a better and a wiser person. Yes, it's scary. Life can be sometimes scary, but I thank God that, He's given me the strength and He's given me many reasons to keep pushing. So we also got to thank Him for that. We got to thank Him for giving us many reasons to keep pushing because you have some people that want to give up on life and throw in the towel. And, it's a blessing to not feel that way. Even my mother, she taught me a lot of things, and some of the things that she told me, I listened. All right, it's nice, it's nice talking to you, and you have a good night. Yes, y'all. We got to continue to praise Him and thank Him. Because I tell you, without Him, we wouldn't have came as far as we came. And that's a fact. Then another thing, y'all, sometimes we can't be so hard on ourselves. It's nothing wrong with having help. It's nothing wrong with having help. Some people, they want to do stuff all by themselves. Sometimes we can't do it all by ourselves. Some God sends people, to help us through certain circumstances. Thank you for the compliment. God will never leave us. He will never leave us alone. And that's the good part. He the one that we can depend on. He the one that we can get on our knees and pray. You know, I remember growing up that my grandma taught me the Lord's Prayer. But yeah, so y'all, the main topic I'm speaking on, I'm asking this question, is there certain people that you believe or think that you shouldn't take with you on your next journey and chapter of your life? I'm just asking. Well, I know so many people I have to leave behind. I couldn't take with me, and I can't take them with me now. It be certain people that I used to know back in the day. Sometimes I think about them. Sometimes I can't get them out my system. But at the end of the day, I have to. I have to let go, to enter my next journey and chapter of my life. Some things we have to let go and give it to God. Some people we think, why do they do me that way? Like, why our relationship didn't work out? And I ain't only talking about relationships like when it comes to being with the opposite sex. I'm talking about relationships when it comes to friendships and relationships like when it comes to certain family members. Some things happen for a reason, and we got to understand that some things really happen for a reason. But y'all, I thank you for getting on here and supporting me, because one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to uplift. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to speak on no negative stuff. So whatever y'all think about my topic, y'all can leave a comment down. Yep. So another reason why I talk about that topic because I was listening to this message tonight and I was like, that makes so much sense. How some people we can't take with us to our new journey in our life. Yeah, but I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm gonna be on here like every night at 12 or every other night. Mhm. So y'all, I'm gonna end this live and y'all have a blessed night.